So can we talk about Tiger King?
Oh yeah. Let's get into that.
Can we just go off on that for
big spoiler alert? He's gay. So I don't know if I don't know if any homophobic people were going into this series. He better not be gay. If that was a deterrent for you, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he's gay.
If there was any yeah, exactly. Fucking, I was just gonna say gun-toting dudes who are like, I like this guy.
Better not.
He's my type of dude, You
better not be into dudes.
He better not be into them though. He is. He's very gay.
Oh man, dang it.
Yeah.
Now Joe, the Tiger King. What the fuck? Where do you even start with that story? It is, holy shit.
How many episodes did you watch?
I finished it. Unreal.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, we did too last night. I couldn't fucking believe the turns that show went.
Oh man, and just to Tarantino the shit, to go all the way to the end. To fucking the dude who managed his campaign, we're just gonna speak freely about this shit.
Yeah, spoiler alert, just fast forward if you haven't watched it.
Or just pause it, go spend 6 hours and come right back.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's the best show I've seen in such a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Best documentary.
When that dude was the biggest irony is that the whole thing became about people and no one is even talking about saving these animals. I was like,
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. Me too. I was like, holy fuck, you're right. They're all so weirdly vain.
Yeah.
What is it about these people that are obsessed with these big cats that make them also just fucking obsessed with themselves?
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
It's such a, it's like, you know what? Okay, sorry, my brain's going off, but the first thing that jumped out at me, do you remember a while back, there was this guy, he was in a bunch of YouTubers videos and he had exotic reptiles and stuff. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He was the first thing that came to my mind as I'm watching this, and I thought, holy fuck, is he one of these people? And I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or anything, but it made me question anytime I've had the opportunity to see an exotic animal. And that guy Jeff, who ran that fucking business in Vegas, I remember that fucking bus. Do you remember that bus?
No.
Dude, I remember that fucking bus. I saw that shit.
What do you mean you remember? You saw ads for it and stuff like that?
Yeah, and my mind just being blown, holy fuck, that's what that was? I distinctly remember that bus. I had no clue, what it meant. I thought it was a fucking Siegfried and Roy type ad. There's some show at a casino with tigers and shit.
Bro, what a piece of shit that guy was. Holy hell, dude.
Oh my
that
God.
last scene where he's sitting with his pregnant wife. And he's like, yep, we're gonna induce labor in a week, and then we're gonna get her back in the gym.
Yeah,
I was like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and we're getting a nanny too. Look it, and he holds up a picture of her, and he's like,
so bad.
She said we could get one if I get to pick her. I was like, Jesus fuck, you slimy dick.
Yeah. You think his dick's actually slimy?
Yeah, I bet you he's got a real, super slimy dick, like a worm.
It's old chicken.
Yeah.
Just smells sour. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to jump all over with the damn documentary, but no, it kind of blew my mind how that dude, who's the guy who built the cult out of it?
What was his name?
Let me
forget.
look up the cast right now.
Joe? No, that was the main guy, right?
No, that was the main guy.
It was Don King or Don. No,
that was AR or something. Cast. Hold on.
I gotta just export something real quick. So keep talking.
Just
no, it's fine. It's gonna take me 5 seconds.
Dude, I think that's the funniest part about this quarantine is that I still feel like I'm just busy. I'm not working kind of thing,
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it used to feel, sort of, just in terms of just all we had to do is just sit around and make shit all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, so I'm looking up the guy's name from.
He's the guy that
Bhagavan.
he's
Doc
the guy
Antle. Doc Antle.
Doc. Yeah, I was close. I said Don.
Yeah, sorry. No, you're right. I shot you down. That's my bad. Dude, the fact that he first of all goes by Bhagavan is just like when I heard him say that shit, I was like, get the all the way the fuck out of here, man. There's nothing more that drives me crazy than like fucking like Hare Krishna dudes who like rename themselves, but they're like from fucking Orange County.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, you are not fucking Swami Priyananda, whatever the fuck. You're David, and you shaved your head. But
I totally agree.
And
but it was also like that like before they revealed that, they went into his like sexual history with all of his like wives and and the fact that he would like groom these women. He would like recruit them when they were 16 or 17 and then like groom them to fuck him, and then they wouldn't be able to leave because they had no idea what the fuck else to do.
Yeah.
That's a straight up abuse.
Yeah, that's dark, dude.
It's dark fucking shit. So when they said he called himself like the Lord or whatever, I was like, yeah, okay, that makes perfect fucking sense. This guy's another slimy douchebag.
Dude. And it's wild that first of all, I would have thought there would have been way more discussion about him at least, I mean, I guess given the context, he's probably not that important in the scope of everything we got going on. But that's like some R. Kelly shit.
No, I know.
It's the same fucking thing.
Like, I feel like he has to be, there has to be some like investigation into that or something.
I mean, what can they do though? Those girls are like there now, and
I don't know, man. It's fucked up.
It's so
really
wild.
fucked up.
And you could see the look in his eye. That guy is off the rails, man.
Oh, he was awful. So like high on himself too.
Yeah.
Like they're all just so weirdly vain and like hedonistic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and what tripped me out was seeing that clip at the end of Joe, who is the Tiger King. He's like the basis of the documentary. Seeing him like so loving of the animals and seeing him say like, oh, these animals belong in their natural habitats, which are not in America. And it's like the fact that they show that after and then you see what he had become, you're just like, God damn, what is it?
Oh my God, dude. When he at the end, when he drops that line where he's like about the orangutans or whatever, when he was like, we sent them to a zoo in Florida and they spent, the first entire day together hugging each other because they were in separate cages for 10 years at my zoo. And I knowingly deprived them of that for 10 years. I knowingly deprived them of that love that they had for each other. I was that is heavy as fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm. And fuck, man, that just that man looking in the mirror moment he had right there, that shit is just deep regret. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh my God.
And then like the footage of him like in the prison, just like half of his head looking at whatever that camera was, and his bangs are all brown because the blonde is all grown out, and he's just like, it's just depressing, dude. And like the weird irony of him ending up in a cage for the rest of his life. Mm-hmm. Jesus, man, what a great show. So here's what's crazy.
Damn, look at that irony. Fucking awesome watch though.
I mean, it was, right?
No, it completely was.
What other shows make you feel like that?
No, that's the best doc I've seen in a minute. Anyway, you were about to say here's the crazy thing.
Yeah, so we're
I also want to talk,
like
I really remind me after this. I don't want to forget the lady Carol, who they think killed her husband.
Yeah,
but continue.
So did I ever tell you about the time I went to this place in like rural Oregon, and it was exotic animal shit. Okay, well it was exactly like that. That's what's throwing me off about the whole thing. I'm watching this and I'm like, I've been to one of these places and all the people there were exactly the fucking same as these people. It was a cult. They all so they had like, these giant, we ended up there because I think I've told this on the podcast maybe before, but I'll just say it again because it's relevant. But it was one of my friend's relatives lived on this sanctuary. It was an exotic animal sanctuary. And so they had like 5 lions, like 10 giant tigers. They had like black panthers. They had cougars. They had everything on this giant, same thing, like giant plot of land. They built it out, cages, everything, and they had these insane animals. Like we woke up and we stayed there because it was like we were road tripping, and so we had to stay there overnight. And so my friend's like, yeah, my friend's relative lives on this exotic animal sanctuary. We can stay with them when we're passing through and have some breakfast, say hi, and then we can leave. And I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, it's a cult though. And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, it's a cult. It's a full-on cult. I don't know what that means. I just know it's a cult. We just be prepared to like see some weird shit. And I was like, okay, we're not gonna get like sacrificed or anything. He was like, I don't know, maybe. And I was like, well, let's go. I want to see some lions. And so we go there, and like, you know, they had all the crazy animals. Like we woke up in the morning to like lions roaring. It was fucking bizarre. Like it felt like we were straight up in South Africa or something like that. Anyways, we find out that we're basically like talking to them about, and I don't know how much of this I should like air out, but it's really fucking crazy and interesting. So we're like talking to them. It's like everything's normal. We're having dinner with them or whatever, and they're talking about their cat, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that cat is reincarnated." And we were like, "Oh, what's up?" And they were like, "Yeah, we had a cat that I was really close with. He passed away, and basically we brought him back into this cat's body, and now he's that cat. He's the old cat. He's not this cat anymore."
Man.
And we're like, we thought they were joking. So we were like, "Oh yeah, no, for sure, yeah." And they were like, "No, this is the other cat. I know it's him. I can see it. I can sense it. I know it's him. We brought him back." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And that was just the start of it. The rest of the day was so fucking weird, dude. We go to they had this giant dojo where they like all worship one of the women that lives there, and she's just a human woman that's just like them, same age, and somehow she's convinced them to like all worship her. I don't know. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. And by the morning, we were like, all right, we gotta dip the fuck out of here. We were like, thanks for breakfast, bye.
That's honestly, that's impressive that you made it out of that. That's one. But
I mean,
2,
we were like legitimately like a little bit scared.
Well, bro,
we're like, what? We don't know what these people, what their motive is here. This clearly is some different shit